welded up the inside of these this bracket here that's going to hold the leg on. We'll just get the geometry right, I think is what we would call it. Basically get stuff in the right position. So that's getting welded on here in a minute. Dull here. So I'll get that on intact and I'll just film in between bits. But that's basically what I'm going to do now. I've made this into a one-piece bracket now. So instead of being 3 individual parts like it was on the Kubota, it's all one. I welded this sort of here, so I can get a good weld along the top here and along the bottom here probably. And then we'll put a plate in the back here to go into that V, and I think that's all we need actually, because that's 10mm the same as that, so once we put the V in and weld it in, it'll be pretty strong. I'm just going to do the same with the other side, I think. And the beauty of this is the hydraulic hoses can just come past the end there. We need to make a guard one, we can do that later on. So I'll go and get that welded onto there, and I'll bring you back once I've got that done. That's the landing leg bracket welded onto the Kubota frame. I'll put a fillet in here, but we may have to grind a bit off to allow the arm to come round. This looks to be fairly strong. We'll find out when we're at it. It's welded right round down there. Fillet in there, because really the legs are pushing down that way, so it'll lift it that way. So like I say, we'll just have to wait till we can see what is going to happen. So let's put the landing leg on, make sure everything works. That's the ram in its position. There's still that shield to put on, and with the where the foot attaches, that's very oval and elongated. I was just trying it in to see how everything works. It does go up and down. It's a bit of effort. I just need to think, well, when I take that off again, I'm going to grind it a wee bit at the back to give it a bit of clearance. It's just that wee bit too tight. I'll know better when I do the other side not to do that. That's the basics of it. That ram was full of water, so I don't know how much damage is done. Hopefully once we put oil in it, it'll be okay. That's I think that's a good bit away. Okay, I'm going to stop welding for today and go back to my decorating what we call the office, although I think it might be called the study from now on. It's in the excuse me. It's in the new plans as study, so that's a lot of work just to move that 4 inches. Mind you, the second one should be easier because I've got it sort of planned out what I'm doing. Making it all in that one bracket made life easier. Then we might, like I say, we might cut a bit out to let the boom come round. That's well clear of the tractor tyres now. Not sure. And I've got, I'm going to do some work on this drive. I'm going to put in a woodruff key of some kind, and I've got this Loctite sealing stuff. Loctite 603. It's a retaining compound, so that should glue it together practically, because because of the forces that'll be on this pump, I don't think 2 grub screws would hold it. So get that sorted out later as well. So I'm probably not going to film the other side because it's just going to be the same as this side. And then after that we'll have to move the, well, we'll finish the drive and then we'll move the hydraulic block up higher. Although it might not need to go much higher. Maybe just make the levers longer. We'll see. To get all the pistons to move as well. That'll be fun. Yeah, we're just gonna see if we can bore out this ram, the pin snap. Use the original pin as a guide. Kubota used 4.8 volts instead of 8.8. This is the top pin. I've just given it a bit of a weld, letting it cool down. Actually, it's quite hot. Too hot to hold. M10 1.5 pitch. This is a handy little chart for your drill sizes for tapping and that, and the different ones. You can get these from Zoro for 25 pence, but you've got to take 5. Not really cutting oil, but should make a difference. I've had a stinker of a cold for the last 2 days. Yesterday was the worst, years or so, and really bummed up. Just a bit sniffly today. I would find it easier to breathe out here in the cold than it was in the house. I'm avoiding painting, of course. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. This just holds the pin in. Bore the hole in this out big, you have to let it come through. Yeah, this hole's too wee now to support that M10. Just make this bigger. Right, that should work now. The draw's moved a little bit, I'll just file it. So just put a bigger hole through there, 15mm. Problem, I think. Anyway, that's the whole board. Right, anyway, that's that sorted. I've welded a couple of washers on with the MIG. Oh, I must turn the gas off. There'll be a new plate in the back to bring it out so it can keep the size of the washer, because there was just like a couple of mil behind it before, so it seems to be working quite well. Go all the way up. Just need a washer and 2 split pins to go in yet, but I'm just leaving this loose for the moment. The only other thing we've got to really sort is this foot on this side. I don't think it's supposed to have that much movement. Maybe it does, I don't know. Seems a bit excessive. I think that's just stretched over the years. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that yet. I might just cut out a square, put in a new bit. Probably gonna, I did think about just slicing it there and slicing it there and putting a new bit in, because there's a pipe in the middle for a support. Don't want to touch that because that's got a nice weld on it. The only thing we'll be doing with that is sorting that grease nipple out Hasn't worked since 1843, I don't think. What's on there? Oh, the piston, the hydraulic ram goes on there. So that should really have a greasing up on it. Yeah. Anyway, that's all I'm doing today. Need to turn the CO2 off. And not sure if I'll be back down tomorrow. I need to get on with my decorating. Get my study sorted out. I might do something tonight. That cold yesterday, I was feeling miserable. But down here in the cold air, I can breathe better. Starting to strip down this leg at this side. Put the camera on at night set and see what's over there. This will be round 2 really, so. Last time I took the hoses off at the other side, top and bottom. I'll do that this time. Looks like there's water coming out here as well. Same on the other side. I don't know how long this thing sat about before I got it. Quite a while, I think. See if we can get it working. Steel work all sorted out again, and hydraulics and that over there. So this is the landing leg, so we're going to be moving it over 4 inches or 100mm for funny bolt in here that shouldn't have been there. Maybe it should, I don't know. It's different from the other side. That's the Polaris heater running in the background, a little diesel heater I got. Not me for 6 again. Oops, can do it. The other one didn't snap. Get it. One out. Let's do it. Persuasion to get the pins out. I've got some bits fabricated already. So let's put them out first. moving slowly. There she goes. That's it. This one. One as well. Clean out those pins and reuse them. Bore. They only seem to have one grease hole in them. I've been boring them right through to give them two. Let's see if we can get this big bolt out of here. Let's see what that is. I think I'll probably make a new pin for it and 20mm hardened, depending. 31.63. Nobody makes a 31mm spanner. I've been looking for one for a while. Gaslight is not on that end. Laughing at me. Get some strength and ignorance into it. Socket we need still attached to the front of the tractor. Been trying to get over for a while. anybody knows where I can get a 31mm spanner from, you could leave a comment. Nobody seems to make one. There are 31mm stuff about, like. This turning it should be easy enough to get the bolt out, I hope. Missed the tank that time. Just fill it back. Nudge through for the bolt nut head. Some batteries for these torches. Well, that bolt's bent, as you can see it there. I think this thing's been used to death, sort of thing. Oh, Jesus. This foot's worse than the last one. So what we need to do now is grind that 4 bits off. I'll do that tomorrow, I think. And then fabricate a bracket that I can. What I did is I made up a bracket, a complete bracket that hung out 4 inches, and then got a fillet in the back here and got it welded up here, and a fillet down here as well, just to give it some good strength. We could also put something between the back of this one and the back of the one at the other side if it looks like it's not going to be strong enough, but it's 10mm plate I've been using, so it should be. Right, I think we'll call it a night. I'm wallpapering, so I'm trying to avoid wallpapering. See how bad this foot is before we go up. Nailing this side. Some real Highland engineering here. Same as the other side. What I did on the other side is I made a pin that I had to hammer through there. This is stretched with the new fact. This one's worse than the other side because there's a pipe inside here and it's rotted right through. That's weird going in there all the time. I'll probably end up cutting this out and doing something with it. It's actually worse than the other side. Anyway, let's see, that's all.